Hello, everyone. You're listening to the Socially Desi Show, the podcast that motivates you to live, create, and inspire. If this is your first time here, welcome. On our show, we discuss tips and strategies with our guest speakers on how to tackle problems related to personal growth, mental health, relationships, business and entrepreneurship, and health and fitness. So hit that subscribe button and go check out our website at sociallydesi.com for more of such content. Today, I'm joined by Mr. Rajiv Mathur. He is the co-founder and managing director at The Fuel Delivery. The Fuel Delivery is an endeavor to largely solve the issues of managing your fuel requirements efficiently, cost-effectively, and most importantly, safely. They deliver diesel to users in the manner prescribed by the Petroleum Ministry, and they are also licensed by the Petroleum and Explosive Safety Organization. So with that, help me welcome Mr. Rajiv on the show. Hi, Rajiv. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Anurag. Thank you so much. It's an honor and a privilege to be talking to you today.
No, the honor is all mine. And thank you so much for doing this with the Socially Desi show on a Saturday morning. And Rajiv, before we begin the episode, I would love to know about your professional journey so far and what led to the start, the inception of the fuel delivery.
Okay, thank you, Anurag. If I have to talk about my professional journey, so it has taken a turn after 30 years of being in the corporate, and I've been working for large corporate organizations. I've spent, as I said, about 30 years in the safety, security, homeland security, field security, technology, etc. So,
Okay.
after that much of time, I thought, what is it that we could do for myself, or what is it that I have not been doing for so many years? And it was the time of lockdown, and nothing was moving, but everything that you wanted for your use, was coming home, from grocery to to anything that you wanted.
Yep.
So
Yep.
so me and the founder of the fuel delivery, we were discussing, why can't we have petrol coming at home? We if everything can come at home, why not petrol? So we started working, and we started getting more information about that. And as you're aware that petroleum products are very regulated products, very restricted products, has a
Yes.
lot of SOPs. So we found out that
Yep.
it's only diesel that one can deliver at the doorstep. It's not the petrol.
Okay.
And it was in the year 2020 when we incorporated the fuel delivery. The government simultaneously was also looking for some startups to address a situation of last mile delivery of diesel, which is actually happening in our country for, I think, about 50 years, as long as we are using diesel generator sets. So that's how this scheme of DDD, doorstep delivery of diesel, came up with the government of India, including Ministry of Petroleum and DPIIT. Of course, PESO is the licensing and regulatory body. And they have given a very interesting term to people like us. They call us fuel entrepreneurs. So that's how we are, and that's how our journey started in the fuel delivery.
Now, just to clear a bit of confusion in our audience's mind, the delivery that we are talking about diesel, this is B2B, right? Not B2C.
It is absolutely B2B. So the rule says that any equipment, any machinery that cannot come to the petrol pump, we can deliver there. For example, diesel generator sets, construction equipment, warehousing equipment, agriculture equipment, the equipment used in hospitals, hotels, etc., mining equipments, the large equipment that cannot come to the petrol pump. So
Interesting. So when we talk about delivering fuel, and you spoke that even the government of India was looking at startups who can solve this problem. I wanted to understand, when you jumped into this ecosystem, when you tried solving the problem, what was the biggest challenge that you encountered head first?
So, in any other, like for any other business, which is kind of a little disruptive in nature, it's the first of all, the awareness and the acceptability. Oh, really? Can you deliver diesel at home? Can you deliver? That was the challenge. but we had to very politely kind of encounter that, and saying deliver diesel is anyway being delivered at your premises for many many years. It's now been organized, and in a systematic fashion, and with the help of IT you are getting it, but you were getting it anyways. You were sending a
Hmm.
man Friday with drums, and he used to get diesel in an auto rickshaw or a rickshaw or howsoever, but you were getting it. So that is how we
True.
started. And it people kind of started believing us that, yeah, this can be actually done in a very very professional manner, and that's how we started just about a year ago.
Interesting. And when you talk about the initial phase of the fuel delivery, wherein you're talking about sharing that knowledge, making people understand that, yes, this is something that is possible, and you have been doing this for so many years, but it was unorganized. So tell me more about this. What were the common practices in the industry that you saw? I really want to focus on the good, the bad, and the ugly side of things, because when you say that the fuel delivery is, going to be disruptive for this ecosystem, then I really want to understand all these three aspects.
Okay, so the good, the bad, the ugly. So I might say some things which people may not like, who would listen to this, but I have to say this. See,
Yep, yep.
the idea to initiate this program is to address the problem of pilferage, adulteration, malfunctioning, and everything in between. So what happens is, when you actually pour the diesel from the petrol pump in drums, and you take it in a unregulated, unsafe manner, the chances are that the quantity or the quality are doubtful. So sometimes,
Hmm.
and we have heard this, and we have heard these stories from the customer that we cater to, that after we have started delivering to them, their equipment has started performing better. So
Oh, nice.
sometimes we go and tell them, sir, that you used to order 200 liters and you were getting 180
Hmm.
liters. So obviously your equipment will start performing better now, because now you're actually getting the quantity that you ordered for. So
Yep, yep.
so the good is that the customer is happy. It's, first of all, it's convenience, and they are beginning to have trust on a corporate, or on a startup like us, because of the quality and the
Hmm.
quantity and the service, that and the personalized service that we give them. We operate 24 by 7, and then a click of a button, we are available at the service anytime. That's the good. The bad could be that there are more, uh, uh, it is going to take more time for everybody to actually realize and understand that this is a better, safer, and more convenient way to get the deliver at the doorstep. Because the ugly is, because a lot of people in between may have some losses,
Hmm.
you know and
Yeah.
and they may not like what I mean to say here. As I just mentioned, you get 180 liters against 200 liters, so there is 20 liters which is going somewhere. So that's the ugly part for some.
True, true. It is, it is. But I wanted to focus on. You said click of a button. So I want to understand how is the entire life cycle or the user journey is taken care under the fuel delivery. So when you say effortless refueling at your fingertips, that's what your website says.
Mhm.
Can you tell us a bit about what the app is? How can a business or the end user really effectively use your app with the click of a button?
Yeah, it's a brilliant question, Anurag. And as I said, the customer is enjoying the convenience, more than the service, is as follows. So with the use of
Hmm.
technology, what happens? I'll explain to you the entire process. So the fuel delivery has an app, like any other app that
Hmm.
you can order things at. So once, when you order diesel on the app, it is registered in our in the back end, in the control room. You can order the quantity between 100 liters to 6,000 liters at one go. You can define
Okay.
the date, you can define the time, you can define the location, including the geolocation. So it's everything is recorded in our system. So according to the time scheduled by the customer as per his convenience, 24 by 7, our Bowser. Now, Bowser is a truck with the dispensing unit.
Hmm.
In a more easier way to say, it's a petrol pump on wheels. So the
Okay.
moment it starts, the customer gets a notification that the delivery has started, and he can actually locate where the Bowser is on the GPS location in the app. Now,
Okay.
if the Bowser is destined to go from place A to place B, it won't stop anywhere in between, and it will only after reaching the geolocation provided by the customer and the OTP which goes to the customer's phone. Once the OTP is filled in, that only then the exact quantity is dispensed on the correct geolocations. So that's the
Okay.
confidence that the customer has, that okay, this has come directly from the oil depot of the depot of the OMC, and it has reached my place. There is no adulteration, there is no pilferage, there is exact quantity,
Hmm.
and there is exact location. So we have minimized chances of any adulteration, pilferage, theft, sabotage, even safety. We have taken the best of safety precautions. As I said, that PESO is the guiding force, is the regulatory body, and we do we fetch the petrol as per the SOPs, we deliver the petrol, we deliver the diesel as per the SOPs. And even when we are not doing anything, we have to park the vehicle, as per the SOPs given by PESO. So it's absolutely
Hmm.
safe,
Hmm.
it's absolutely IT based, it's absolutely convenient for the customer.
when you were when you were talking about theft and pilferage, it reminds me of how people, when they go to a petrol pump and when they ask for a refilling done, they get out of the car and they check whether something fishy is happening or not, because they're concerned about the exact amount which is going into the car.
Yeah.
And I think that's a great initiative, so that at least that kind of a mental peace is there with the consumer, because we are talking about hundreds and hundreds of liters of diesel, and that's not cheap for any business. So like you said, you ordered 200 and you got only 180, so that 20 liters is going somewhere, and you are getting cheated and you are paying for that money. So if you can track everything, and if a system or a mobile app can give you that assurance that yes, hey, if you order 200, you're getting 200, nothing less, nothing more. I think that is something which not only B2B customers, but everybody who will use this kind of a system in the future will really appreciate. So I think that is great. That is something that, as a end user, I may not be the direct consumer of the fuel delivery right now, but in the future, if this goes into the B2C category as well, but this is something that will be on top of my mind, because that is what I see every day happening to
Mhm.
me, to other people, on a daily life. Everybody gets down, they look at, hey, are you filling the exact amount or not?
Right.
They look
Yeah.
at the hose of the petrol, whether he's doing something fishy or not with that. So a lot of things happen, and I was looking at the website, I was checking out the different categories that you have mentioned, the kind of solutions that you are providing. So I want to focus on my next question, on how is the entire fuel delivery as a service is actually fitting into the consumer's ecosystem, because you talk about B2B businesses. So can you give me some examples of your customers who have been using your services, and they have really made the fuel delivery part of their ecosystem?
Yeah. See, Anurag, as I said, that the customers are liking the convenience, the confidence on quality and
Hmm.
quantity. So we are serving to a lot of corporates. We are serving to chain of hotels, hospitals,
Okay.
some large builders, construction companies. Uh, but I think I would like to, on this platform, I would like to take this opportunity also to thank Tata Group, and that's the biggest
Hmm.
customer that we have, and who would not like to work with Tata in India, actually worldwide. So Tata has given us the opportunity to deliver diesel to all their group companies across the country. So I think
Wow,
this is,
nice.
yeah, this is one of the biggest achievement in 1 year's time that we have. So we deliver to all Taj hotels. We deliver to TCS, Tata Motors, Taj Sets, and everything
Hmm.
that is under Tata Group. So if anybody from Tata is listening, thank you to them for giving us this opportunity. Likewise, we have also closed similar accounts like HDFC Bank, Udan, Quest Corp, and of course we are talking to a few other facility management companies and serving a lot of them, a chain of hospitals, chain of hotels, etc. So I think this is giving uh, us a confidence that the customers of this large repute are are satisfied with our services. So I think so we feel very proud of serving to them, and we also feel proud when they say that we are doing a good job.
No, absolutely. I think somebody like Tata, they say that नौकरी टाटा की करो और stocks Reliance के खरीदो. So, so that's how the saying used to go. And I remember my grandfather used to tell me, I actually started my career with Tata
Wow.
back in 2012. So, my grandfather used to say, बेटा बहुत अच्छी जगह पे नौकरी कर रहे हो, because वो कहते हैं ना टाटा का नमक खाया है. So a lot of these things happen. So yeah, I mean, Tata is, of course, one of the conglomerates that everybody respects in this country, not just in the country, but I think across the globe. And working for them as a fuel delivery partner, I think that is something of huge value, and I'm sure they are liking it. So, uh, moving on to a larger picture, I wanted you actually to paint a larger picture around the fuel delivery ecosystem in our country and, of course, the world at large, because I'm sure you must have seen how it's happening in the Western countries. So, as closing thoughts, Rajiv, I would love to know from you what has been your experience when you look at the Western world, how the fuel delivery systems are working there, and what do you see a way forward for the fuel delivery ecosystem in our country?
Anurag, there are two ways to look at it. One is the horizontal expansion. Now, when I'm
Hmm.
saying horizontal expansion, I'm saying delivering diesel from B2B to delivering diesel from B2C as well. So that
Hmm.
could be the first step, or starting with maybe the larger vehicles, the large trucks, the lorries, etc.
Hmm.
uh, uh, Further, it could be delivering petrol to B2C, but I think because of the nature of petrol, because it is it is highly inflammable, this may take a longer time, and we
Hmm.
I'm not sure that how soon it could happen. However, there is also a vertical expansion that may happen. Now, just to add, and I think this is the first time I would like to share on a public platform that we have also got actually the LOI, the letter of intent to start CNG on wheels. CNG on
Oh,
wheels, yeah,
interesting.
from Mahanagar
Hmm.
Gas Limited, and I think we are very close to that. And this could be the kind of news and on your platform, and thank you for giving this opportunity,
Oh, absolutely.
and I'm announcing this here that I think
Wonderful.
within 3 to 6 months time we will have MRUs, mobile refilling unit
Hmm.
of CNG, running on the roads of Mumbai. The third
Oh,
the
nice.
third and the further could be that the world is talking about EV, and
Hmm.
when we say that we should dispense or deliver diesel to B2C, deliver petrol to B2C, deliver CNG to B2C. I think the time will definitely come when we will be doing mobile EV charging stations. So instead of you
Okay.
going to the EV charging station and waiting for 6 hours, 8 hours, or charging it overnight, or maybe the faster charging thing, the situation would still come when you would need mobile EV charging station if you are stuck on the road, if you are stuck, if you are short of time and you need to get your EV charge. So that time will definitely come. So from fuel delivery, uh, the organization, the fuel delivery, from the activity of diesel deliveries, I think changing its focus to the energy distribution system, from diesel to petrol to CNG to EV on the mobile. So I think that's on the larger horizon. And if we see on the international arena as well, so petrol and diesel, door delivery are happening in the West. They are also happening
Hmm.
in countries like UAE, especially in Dubai. So we also see that this could happen in India, and the time is not very far away. The entire automobile industry is moving towards EV. So this would definitely come when somebody, us or somebody else, would start mobile EV charging stations as well.
Yeah, actually, that's a great thought. When you look at mobile charging stations, we already have a very small infrastructure. We really need to boost this infrastructure if we are talking about India going carbon neutral in 2030. So, that master plan to actually happen, the infrastructure really needs to get a big boost. And I don't know if you have heard of this company called Bounce Infinity.
Yeah,
So they have this replaceable
batteries.
batteries that they
Yes.
have come up with. So you can swap your batteries, and within 10 seconds you have 100% full battery.
Yeah.
So maybe who knows, the fuel delivery comes up with their own modules of swappable EV batteries for cars and bikes and scooters. But yeah, I mean, a very interesting landscape to look at in the next 3 to 5 years. And for sure, I'll be looking out for it. I'm a big EV enthusiast, so
Wonderful.
I'll be looking out for that as
Wonderful.
well.
Yeah.
But Rajiv, with that thought, thank you so much for being on the show. And guys, if you want to know more about the fuel delivery, we would link the website in the show notes below. So go check them out. And if you want to interact with Rajiv, we will also put his LinkedIn profile in the show notes below. So if you have any questions around the fuel delivery, feel free to ask Rajiv or get in touch with the fuel delivery. They'll be able to help you better. So with that, Rajiv, thank you so much. You have been an absolute pleasure. And I would love to have you on the show again in the future whenever you launch your CNG on wheels.
Wonderful, Anurag. Thank you so much for having me on the show. Pleasure talking to you. Thank you.
So that wraps it up for today, folks. If you liked the episode, give it a big thumbs up, share it with your friends, and let's go viral. Remember, our weekly podcast features episodes on personal growth, mental health, relationships, business and entrepreneurship, and health and fitness. We would love to have Rajiv on the show again in the future to talk more about how the fuel delivery is revolutionizing fuel deliveries in our country. So if you haven't yet done so, hit that subscribe button and go check out our website at sociallydesi.com. And as always, before I sign off, remember, life is black and white and everything in between.